What's up, everybody? How we doing today? Happy Thursday to you. Weekend is almost here. This is break number 835 BD. This is a case of Panini 3 and 2. 10 boxes in the break. Good luck. Five, 10. Box number 1. Good luck, everybody. What's up, Draken? I see you were able to get in today. Good, man. I'm happy for you, buddy, that everything worked out. Nice, buddy. Nice. All right, box number 1. Here we go. Yadi Molina. Yadi Molina, that is 61 of 99. You got it, bud. I'll try. I will try my best. Noble Mayer, 64 of 99 for Miami. For the Red Sox, Franklin Arias. Franklin Arias on the horizon. This is the on the horizon card. 47 of 99. Our first encased card. That is for the Padres. That is Leo DeVries. Leo DeVries, 10 out of 49. 10 out of 49 on the full count swatches. Legendary. That is Michael Young for Texas. 42 of 49 on the auto. 42 of 49 on the auto. Box 2. I have one case left, and we're 2 cases left. We're doing one on Sunday and probably one next Tuesday. Frankie Frisch. That's for the St. Louis Cardinals. Frankie Frisch. That goes to the non-MLB spot. That is Drew Burris. Drew Burris going to the non-MLB spot. 91 of 99. And on the legendary, we have Rick Farrell. Rick Farrell, that is for the Boston Red Sox. Here's my issue with that. I am not sure if that's Boston Red Sox. Could be Boston Braves. So what do? We check the checklist. 2025 Panini 3 and 2 checklist. So this is a legendary. There it is, legendary. Card number is RFL. This is Rick Farrell. That is the Boston Red Sox. Boston Red Sox, guys. All right, our first encased card. 12 out of 15. That is Christian Moore for the Angels on the beautiful 3-color patch. Christian Moore for the Angels, 3-color patch, 12 out of 15. 19 out of 99. This should be a patch auto. And this one is going to the St. Louis Cardinals again. Third card for the Cardinals. That is Mason Wynn, 19 out of 99. Patch auto. Box number 3. Brady Montgomery going to the White Sox. Brady Montgomery, that's 9 out of 99 for the White Sox. 9 out of 99. This one is for, again, the Boston Red Sox. That is 91 of 99. Tris Speaker. On the legendary, that is Hal Newhouser. Hal Newhouser for the Detroit Tigers, 12 out of 99. Five out of 15. 5 out of 15. That is for the Pirates. That's Connor Griffin. Connor Griffin on the patch for the Pirates. And this one is going to the NIL non-MLB spot. That is Drew Burress on the day 1 auto. 9 out of 49. 9 out of 49. Box number 4. Box number 4. For the Phillies, that's Aiden Miller. Aiden Miller, 25 of 25 on the bookend. Greg Maddux for the Chicago Cubs. 4 out of 99. 4 out of 99. And for the Los Angeles Dodgers, on the horizon, 1 out of 32, Mr. Zaire Hope. Zaire Hope for the Dodgers. All right. Next in case card. 6 out of 25 going to the Giants. That's Bryce Eldridge. Bryce Eldridge, 6 out of 25 for the Giants. This is legendary. For the Reds, that is Johnny Bench, 17 out of 49. 17 of 49, Johnny Bench to the Cincinnati Reds. Yep. Box number 5. Box number 5. For the Minnesota Twinkies, that is Luke Keyshaw, Minnesota Twins. For the San Francisco Giants, this is the New York Giants, 22 of 25. That is Mel Ott. Mel Ott for the San Francisco Giants. And on the legendary for St. Louis again, that is Frankie Frisch. Frankie Frisch again on the legendary. This one is 81 out of 99. 81 of 99. On the full count, that is Colt Emerson for Seattle. That is 13 out of 15 on the full count swatches. Nice hit for Seattle. No, come on. 33 out of 99. That is Connor Griffin on the patch auto for the Pirates. 33 of 99. Usually that box is the box that has the downtown. So we're going to skip that one. Every case I've done, the downtown has been in the second box. Top left. You got it, eStore. I'll keep trying. So I'm going to go ahead and save that box. I mean, if we come across the downtown, I'll know I was wrong. But let's hope that we can find the downtown last box. We'll sweat it and tease it with everybody. Of course, it'll probably be right here in this box. Good luck. Here we go. That is not a downtown. Junior Caminero for Tampa Bay. 9 out of 32. 9 of 32. How about Mr. Nelson Cruz for Texas? Nelson Cruz, 7 out of 15. 7 out of 15. For the Minnesota Twins, that is Jack Morris. Timeless moment. Morris, 10th inning shutout, delivers the 1991 World Series. That is 26 out of 99. 26 of 99 on the Hall of Famer Jim Morris. How about for the St. Louis Cardinals who just keep eating? That is Ozzie Smith on the Luminous Lumber. Luminous Lumber, Ozzie Smith, the Wizard of Oz, 34 out of 49. $18 out of 32. Legendary. That is Andrew Jones for the Atlanta Braves. Andrew Jones, 18 of 32 for the Atlanta Braves. That is on the horizon. That is not a downtown. Dante Nori for the Phillies. That is 1 out of 5. 1 out of 5, Dante Nori. Jordan Lawler for Arizona. That is 67 out of 99. Somebody said keep the Giants rolling. Here's another Giants card for you. James Tibbs, 13 out of 32. I know he got traded, but it's still a Giants card for you, bud. And this kid, I think he's going to be real good, which is why he got traded, because it really helped the Giants. But I wish they could have finished, made the playoffs. No way. No way. Here we go, guys. This is a nice one for the Cubs. Nice one for the Cubs. Slamming Sammy Sosa on the Luminous Lumber. 10 out of 49. Slamming Sammy Sosa. Pristine Prospects. That is Cole Young for the Seattle Mariners. Cole Young, Seattle Mariners. Box number 8. Box number 8. That's not a downtown either. That is for the Giants. That is Hall of Famer Will the Thrill Clark. Giants Hall of Famer, 33 out of 49. Don't know if he's in the Hall of Fame, but he's a Hall of Famer in my book. Will Clark. This one is going to the non-MLB NIL spot. That is Jace Lavalette. Jace Lavalette, 16 out of 49. 16 out of 49. Oh, and for the Baltimore Orioles, on the timeless moment, 72 out of 99, Cal Ripken, the Iron Man. Iron Man breaks with 2,131 straight games. Never be broken again. That'll never be broken. Six out of 49. For the Baltimore Orioles, Vance Honeycutt. Vance Honeycutt. For the Milwaukee Brewers, excuse me. Thought that was New York Yankees pinstripes. That is Brewer pinstripes. That is a patch auto of Jackson Chourio. 30 out of 49. Nice hit for the Brew Crew. Box number 9. And still no downtown. It's either in this box or it's in the next box. At least it should be. I mean, there's never any guarantees, but I haven't had a case without one. So, based off of that, I'm saying we should have one. But you never know with Panini. So, that is not a downtown. That is Will Clark again, though. Will Clark again. That is 30 out of 99. 30 out of 99. That is Jace Lavalette again. Again, going to the non-MLB. 32 out of 49. 32 of 49. And how about the Rocket? Award-winning Cy Young winner, 1986, Roger Clemens. 62 of 99. 62 of 99. Six out of 32. That is Walker Janik. Walker Janik for the Houston Astros. On the patch, jumbo patch. Is this a double? It looks like it. How about Roger Clemens and Nolan Ryan? Double auto. Double auto, Roger Clemens and Nolan Ryan. +1 autograph. This is going to get random off. 28 out of 32 to the Red Sox and the Texas Rangers. Red Sox and Rangers on that randomizer. And our last box has a redemption and a pack that hopefully has our downtown. That is a downtown. Right behind my yellow sweat card is a downtown. That's Barry Larkin for the Cincinnati Reds. Barry Larkin for Cincinnati. Yeah, we don't do selling splits here, my friend, unfortunately. We do randomizers. James Tibbs, San Francisco. Sorry about that, buddy. Yeah, we don't have the ability to do sell and split like Run Good Life and Hitman and stuff like that. So all right. 43 of 49. Luminous Lumber of the St. Louis Cardinals. Jim Bottomley. Jim Bottomley. Our redemption. Jersey Auto Hollow Silver. Card number 25. That is Cam Smith. That is Cam Smith. That should be for the Houston Astros. I will double check the checklist. Jersey Auto Hollow Silver. Card number 25. Cam Smith, Houston Astros. This one is the silver, it says. Hollow Silver. It should be numbered to 49. This will be numbered probably to 49. There we go. And our downtown. Going to the New York Mets. New York Mets, that is Mike Piazza. Well, thank you, man, Eastor. I appreciate that. Mike Piazza. If you are the New York Mets and you are here, if you would like this one touched, please let me know. If you are the Mets and you want this one touched, please let me know. I will one touch it if you like. I'm going to put it right there for now while I do this randomizer. Alright, let me set up the randomizer real quick. Woodle, you want it one touched? You got it, buddy. I will do that for you in 1 minute. Right after we do this randomizer. Alright, eBay. You are coming with me. You are going to come with me. You two, I'm going to set you up right now. There we go. Going to the randomizer. We're going to roll the dice. Got to be 5 or higher. That is an 8. We're going 8 times. Roger Clemens, Nolan Ryan. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. And here's our last time. Right now, Nolan Ryan's on top. 8. It is going to the Roger Clemens and the Boston Red Sox. Roger Clemens and Boston Red Sox. Congrats, Woodle is right. Let's get you your. Let's get this all set up for you. There you go, Woodle. There you go, my friend. All of these encased cards will get put into bags like that. But I don't have a sticker for this one, so I'm going to just go ahead and bag it up now for Woodle. Congrats, man. Alright, guys, here's our recap. We're not going to recap the base, but we'll recap everything else. Here we go. You're welcome, Draken. Alright, Walker Janik for Houston. Vance Honeycutt, that's Baltimore. We got Colt Emerson, Seattle. Bryce Eldridge, that's for the Giants. Sorry, eBay, let me zoom you in a little bit here. Come on. There it is. Connor Griffin for Pittsburgh. Christian Moore for the Angels. Leo DeVries for the Padres. Luminous Lumber, we got Jim Bottomy for St. Louis. Slammin' Sammy Sosa for the Cubs. And Ozzie Smith for St. Louis. Our autos, that is Michael Young for the Texas Rangers. Michael Young. We also have Cole Young for Seattle, Andrew Jones for the Braves, Johnny Bench for the Reds, and Drew Burris going to the NIL non-MLB spot. Our patch autos, Cam Smith, that is for silver jersey auto for Houston. We have Jackson Churio for Milwaukee patch auto, Connor Griffin for the Pirates, and Mason Wynn for the Cardinals. We had a dual auto of Roger Clemens and Nolan Ryan going to the Boston Red Sox or the Texas Rangers. It came out with the Boston Red Sox on top and Roger Clemens. And our case hit downtown went to the New York Metropolitans and Mike Piazza and Woodle. There is your recap. There is your break, my friends. Hope you guys enjoyed it. Hope to see you back on Sunday when we're running another case of this. Have a great weekend.